It was a bright morning in the bustling city of Kingswood, and Emma, a young woman in her late 20s, was getting ready for another long day of work. She worked as a maid in the mansion of Mr. William Grant, one of the most influential businessmen in the city. Emma had always been diligent, polite and discreet, which made her a trusted employee in the Grant household. However, beneath her simple demeanor lay a secret dream, a yearning for a life far beyond the walls of servitude. One day, as Emma was cleaning the living room, she came across an invitation lying on the coffee table. It was for a grand charity ball hosted by the city's elite. The shimmering gold lettering caught her eye, and for a fleeting moment, she imagined herself as one of the attendees, dressed in a stunning gown and mingling with the affluent crowd. She quickly dismissed the thought and continued with her work. But the idea lingered in her mind. That evening, while walking home through the dimly lit streets, Emma encountered Daniel, a kind-hearted man who sold flowers at the corner of Maple Street. Daniel had always admired Emma from afar, often giving her a rose whenever she passed by. He noticed the faraway look in her eyes and asked Emma, "Is everything all right?" She hesitated before sharing her thoughts. "Daniel, have you ever wished for something so impossible that it feels foolish to even dream about it?" Daniel smiled gently. "Dreams are never foolish, Emma. Sometimes they lead us to unexpected places." Encouraged by his words, Emma made a bold decision. She borrowed an elegant dress from her friend Lily, who worked as a seamstress, and used her savings to buy a pair of modest but beautiful shoes. With Lily's help, she styled her hair and applied a touch of makeup. On the night of the charity ball, Emma transformed into someone unrecognizable, a vision of grace and sophistication. As she entered the grand ballroom, she felt a mix of excitement and fear. The glittering chandeliers, the soft hum of classical music, and the elegantly dressed crowd were like a scene from a dream. Emma introduced herself as Emily Carter, the wife of a wealthy businessman who was away on a business trip. She moved through the crowd cautiously, her heart pounding with every step. Fate intervened when she bumped into Alexander Hayes, a charming and handsome entrepreneur, known for his sharp wit and magnetic presence. Alexander was immediately drawn to Emma's elegance and mysterious aura. They struck up a conversation, and Emma's warmth and intelligence captivated him. For the first time in her life, Emma felt truly seen and valued. Over the next few weeks, Emma and Alexander spent more time together. They went on walks, shared stories, and laughed over cups of coffee. Emma tried to keep her guard up, knowing her deception could shatter everything. But Alexander's genuine kindness made it increasingly difficult. She found herself falling for him, and he seemed to feel the same. One evening, as they sat by the river, Alexander took her hand and said, "Emily, I've met many people in my life, but none like you. You've changed the way I see the world. I think I'm falling in love with you." Tears welled up in Emma's eyes. She wanted to tell him the truth, but fear held her back instead. She whispered, "I feel the same way." But secrets have a way of revealing themselves. One day, Alexander decided to surprise Emma by visiting her home. He asked around and eventually discovered her real identity. Shocked and hurt, he confronted her. "Why, Emma? Why did you lie to me?" Emma broke down, confessing everything. "I never meant to deceive you, Alexander. I just wanted to experience a life I could never have. And then I met you, and everything changed." "I'm so sorry." Alexander was torn between his feelings for Emma and his sense of betrayal. He walked away, leaving Emma devastated. Days turned into weeks, and Emma returned to her routine. But her heart ached for Alexander. Meanwhile, Alexander couldn't stop thinking about Emma. He realized that the woman he had fallen for was not defined by her social status or her lies, but by her kindness, resilience, and sincerity. One evening, he showed up at her doorstep with a bouquet of roses, the same kind Daniel used to give her. "Emma," he said softly, "I've had time to think you made a mistake, but I see now that your heart was always true. I don't care about who you were pretending to be. I care about the woman you are." Tears streamed down Emma's face as she embraced him. "I love you, Alexander." From that day forward, they started a new chapter together, built on honesty and trust. Emma's journey from a maid to a woman who dared to dream taught her that love and authenticity could bridge even the widest gaps, and Alexander learned that true wealth lies in the connections we make with others. Their story became a testament to the power of forgiveness and the beauty of following one's heart, no matter how impossible it may seem. As they walked hand in hand through the streets of Kingswood, Emma felt a sense of belonging she had never known, and Alexander knew he had found the love of his life. Together they proved that dreams, no matter how improbable, could come true. But their journey was far from over. Life had its challenges, and the road ahead was filled with uncertainties. Emma found herself grappling with her own insecurities, wondering if she could truly fit into Alexander's world. Despite his reassurances, the whispers and sideways glances from some members of his social circle made her feel like an outsider. One evening at a formal dinner hosted by Alexander's business partner, Emma overheard a group of women gossiping about her. "She's nothing but a common maid." One of them smeared Alexander could do so much better. Emma's heart sank, but she held her head high and tried to ignore their words. Alexander noticed her discomfort and took her hand under the table. "Emma, don't let them get to you," he whispered. "You're more than enough for me." Still, Emma couldn't shake the feeling of inadequacy. She decided to take matters into her own hands. With Alexander's support, she enrolled in evening classes to improve her skills and expand her knowledge. She studied tirelessly, determined to prove to herself and others that she belonged by Alexander's side. Meanwhile, Daniel watched from a distance, happy to see Emma finding her place in the world. He continued to offer his friendship and support, reminding her of how far she had come. "You're stronger than you think, Emma," he said one day. "Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise." As Emma grew more confident, she began to make her mark in Alexander's world. She used her newfound skills to help him with his business, offering fresh perspectives and creative ideas. Her contributions earned her the respect of Alexander's colleagues, and gradually the whispers and glances faded away. One evening, as they stood on the balcony of their home, Alexander took Emma's hand and said, "You've shown me what it means to truly love someone. Emma, you've made me a better man." Emma smiled, her eyes filled with gratitude. "And you've shown me that dreams can come true. Alexander, you believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." Their love continued to grow, and they faced life's challenges together, always supporting and uplifting each other. Emma's journey from a maid to a confident and accomplished woman became a source of inspiration for others. She often shared her story, encouraging people to dream big and never give up. Years later, as they walked through the same streets where their love story had begun, Emma looked up at Alexander and said, "I never imagined my life would turn out this way." Alexander smiled and kissed her forehead. "It's because you dared to dream, Emma, and because we dared to love." Their story was a testament to the power of dreams, love, and resilience. It reminded everyone who heard it that no matter where you come from or what obstacles you face, it's never too late to follow your heart and create the life you've always wanted. As the seasons changed, Emma and Alexander continued to grow together, forging a life that blended their unique worlds. They decided to open a community center in Kingswood, a place where people could learn skills, share their stories, and find hope. Emma took charge of organizing workshops and seminars, drawing on her own journey to inspire others. Her authenticity and empathy made her a beloved figure in the community. One day, while Emma was busy preparing for a storytelling event, she noticed Daniel standing in the corner holding a bouquet of roses. He smiled warmly as he approached her. "These are for you, Emma, for everything you've done for this community." Touched by his gesture, Emma hugged Daniel. "Thank you, Daniel. Your kindness has always been a light in my life." As Emma and Alexander's work in the community grew, so did their bond. They celebrated their achievements with friends and family, cherishing the simple joys of life. Alexander often reminded Emma of how proud he was of her courage and determination. "You've turned your dreams into reality, Emma, and in doing so, you've helped others believe in theirs." Their love story became legendary in Kingswood, A beacon of hope for those who felt trapped by their circumstances. Emma's transformation, from a humble maid to a confident and inspiring leader, showed that with perseverance and love, anything was possible even in the face of challenges. Their love remained steadfast. They learned to navigate life's ups and downs together, always choosing each other no matter the odds. Emma often reflected on her journey, grateful for the twists and turns that have brought her to this point. "If I've learned anything," she once said to Alexander, "it's that life has a way of surprising us when we least expect it." Alexander nodded, his eyes filled with affection. And those surprises are what make life so beautiful. As they stood on the balcony one evening, watching the sunset over Kingswood, Emma leaned into Alexander's embrace. "I'm glad I dared to dream," she said softly. "And I'm even more grateful that you dare to love me." Alexander kissed her forehead, a smile playing on his lips. Always, Emma, always. Their story filled with dreams. Love and resilience continue to inspire everyone who heard it. It was a reminder that no matter where you start, the journey is what shapes you, and love is what sustains you. Together, Emma and Alexander prove that the most extraordinary lives are built on the simplest truths: courage, hope, and the unwavering belief in each other. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more exciting, suspenseful stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. There's so much more to come, and I promise you won't want to miss a single moment of it.